all you coin aficionados out there, and welcome to the DC Coin World International Coin Channel. Today we have 3 coins for you from New Zealand. We have the 1947 sixpence, the 1972 5 cents, and the 1986 5 cents. And if we turn them over quickly, you see that they're quite different on the front and on the back. And guess what's going to be on the back of this one? 1947 New Zealand. There he is. George VI, King and Emperor. So what's the difference between these coins? Well, we know pretty much right up front that this coin on the left was made when there was still a British Empire. New Zealand was a part of it. It was not an independent country. It says George VI, King Emperor. And if you see one of these old British coins, if it says King Emperor, you know that that was before India left. And this happens to be just the same exact year. India kind of got its independence in 47, left in 48. So this coin was the last New Zealand coin made, which will say Emperor on it, simply because India was no longer part of the empire, and George VI was no longer an emperor. He was only a king. He was no longer the emperor of India. Now, as we go to the next coin, we see that we have not the youngest Queen Elizabeth, but the second portrait of Queen Elizabeth on the 72. And on the 86, we have the third portrait of Queen Elizabeth. So something interesting else happened between these two, and you saw the back of this has a 5 on it. This has a pence on it. So what's going on there? Well, it turns out that in 1967, New Zealand went to decimalization. In other words, they went from having the British system using pounds and shillings and pence to the dollar system using dollars and quarters of dollars and tenths of dollars, so in hundredths of dollars. So when we look at these coins, we see this is a 5-cent coin, this is a 6-pence coin. They're about the same value because when New Zealand changed in 1967, they made it $2 to the pound. So if you wanted to bring it down and say how much was each worth, a shilling was worth 10 cents, and so 5 cents was worth half a shilling, and that's what this is. For those of you who don't know British currency, 6 pence is 1/2 of a shilling. There's 12 pence in a shilling and 20 shillings in a dollar. So this coin here has essentially the same real world value as this coin, except separated, of course, by time. So this 6-pence coin, when New Zealand transitioned 67, became a 5-cent coin. If we look at the 6-pence coin, we can see that it is a somewhat different material. And this coin is a copper nickel coin. It is 19.3 millimeters in diameter, 2.83 grams. This coin here is, a copper nickel coin, which is 2.83 grams, 19.43 millimeters in diameter, so it's slightly larger. And finally, this coin here, which has the third portrait of Queen Elizabeth on it, is a copper nickel coin, 2.83 grams, and it is 19.43 millimeters. So these two are the same. This one is different. If we look on this one, it has a reeded edge, a reeded edge, a reeded edge. And if we look on the back of these two, we also see the 5. And we see a lizard on these two. And the lizard is the Tuatara Lizard with a 5 underneath it. And on this one, the 47, we see they have the Huia bird. sitting on a branch. All right, that's all we have today from the DC Coin World International Coin channel. Welcome to our New Zealand viewers, and we'll try to do a few more videos for you in the future.